Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. We are checking out the debut album of Twice's Chaeyoung, Lil Fantasy Volume 1. There's 9 songs in total, and 2 of them we already checked out with Avocado and Shoot Firecracker, which were beautiful. I really enjoyed the title track. The music video was gorgeous, very unique, and the song just fits Chaeyoung's vibe and aesthetic so well. Avocado, I would still say that it's probably my favorite out of the two, but there's like something super magical about Shoot, but also something super magical about Chaeyoung's vocals in Avocado. So it's kind of like really, really interesting to kind of like have them battle for which song is my favorite so far. But for now, I do want to say that Avocado is my number one, even though the instrumental was absolutely gorgeous and like the vibe just in general was beautiful. So we have 7 additional songs on this album apart from the 2 that we already checked out. This video will be available on Patreon first for probably a few days, maybe even a week before I drop it on the YouTube channel as well. And if you're here on the YouTube channel, thank you so much for joining in. There's tons of exclusive Twice content that we have on Patreon, including the 2 last Japanese albums with Dive and Enemy, which unfortunately will remain on Patreon because of copyright reasons. So if you're interested in that, plus tons of additional reactions to Lollapalooza, the full performance, the Tima performance, the Twice 16 variety show as well, all episodes of Time to Twice, so many other variety shows, appearances, live performances. There's a ton of stuff when it comes to Twice on the Patreon. So if you're interested, consider checking it out. There's a link in the description of this video. Under the video, there's the description where you can find the link to the full guide of everything that we have, not just for Twice, but every other group, Survivor show, K-drama, variety show. Everything is in one place where you can see. You don't have to subscribe to the Patreon in order to see that post and see what's available. But if you're interested in watching any of that, consider subscribing. And with that being said, let's get into this album. We're starting off with track number 2, which is Band-Aid. Ooh. This kind of continues the Avocado like style. Yo, this is so magical. Like, this sound fits her so insanely well. Like, it's almost like a little bit experimental, right? And like it fits like the vibe of avocado really, really well too. It is kind of interesting how you have a lyric that says, "I've been patient after all these years, so let me know right now, can I count on you to hold me down?" Patient, like patiently waiting, but also patient, like in a hospital, waiting to be fixed, waiting to be, basically like put back together in a way. So who needs that band-aid in a way? That's pretty interesting. There's also lyrics that say, "Even when you hurt me, could you be my band-aid? Even when you hurt me." Um, it makes me think of the visuals from Shoot, where she literally highlights the thorns and draws the heart over it. It's like, even though it's painful, the thorns, the rose is still beautiful, but as beautiful as it is, it can still be hurtful. It makes me think of, even when this relationship is not the greatest, I still feel um lost without you. So I need you to wrap around and stick to me like a band-aid and keep the wound closed, because without you I feel a little bit incomplete. The lyrics of dialing 119, sorry, because you bumped into my mind and I can't replace you, you are irreplaceable. That was a really beautiful, hopeful, wishful, romantic, but yet still has a little bit of a, lingering like hurt over it, right? So it's almost as if, like, post breakup or something like that, I still wish for you to be here, even if sometimes you hurt me. There's still no one that can complete me the way that you did. So I can't. You're irreplaceable, literally, as the lyrics say. Like the song itself is absolutely beautiful. The way she like captivates you with those vocals. Again, the vocals very reminiscent from the style of vocals that we heard in Avocado, and like the dream core and like that instrumental, it just fits so insanely well. Like this legitimately feels like a fairy kind of turning into a bit of a quirky horror movie or something, like Alice in Wonderland, only if it was directed by someone even more quirky and even more horror-like than Tim Burton. Like, if I had to describe it, like it gives you that kind of vibe, and she did a phenomenal job with this song. It was wonderful.
I could be the one. You could be the one who's the one. Heaven only knows. Save me forever. It could be a secret. 더 가까이 와도 좋아. 작은 소녀야. 돌고 돌다 부딪히고 살아. I could be the one. You could be the one who's the one. Heaven only knows. Save me forever. It could be a secret. 아무렇지 않은 척
Yo.
지겨워. 여기저기 끌려다녀. Cause you're afraid. 하늘 아래서도 손 모아. And I can find my cutie wings.
Yo. This is a fascinating song, almost like reading her diary or something. And surprisingly, this makes me think a little bit of BB, to be honest. That was really, really intriguing. I feel like I need to read something up online about this song or something. Okay, so apparently this song is probably one of the most talked about songs from the entire album. A lot of people have a lot of different thoughts about this one and what the lyrics could represent, especially with the idea that Chaeyoung herself participated, sorry, in the lyrics of this song. However, she also talked about it herself. So there is a quote where she said that this song is for the girls that have a similar taste and style as me. She talks about how calm and soothing the song is. It's very inviting. It's almost like you're being, like invited to fucking paradise with Chaeyoung narrating the entire journey or something like that. I do apologize if you hear some noise in the background. My neighbors are back at it, but we gotta power through. I do apologize again. I 100% do think that the quiet girls are powerful girls with their thoughts and minds. I wanted to write a song that they can empathize with. And it kind of like even feels like she's inviting, like she literally says, "You can come closer, little girl." Almost like a girl that is a little bit afraid of the world as we know it today. A girl who is quiet, who is shy, almost like a younger version of her. It's almost like Chaeyoung, kind of like it feels like I'm reading a diary of sorts, almost like Chaeyoung talking to her younger self, so to speak. And it's like creating that scenario of like you could be the one to change the world. You could be the one if you give it a try. I'm on your side. She's very supportive. The outro, pretending nothing happened. I'm tired. Why are you being dragged here and there? Girl, aren't you afraid? And then finishing off with collecting hands under the sky, then I can find my cutie wings and basically fly away. I could be the one, you could be the one. It's almost like we're interchangeable in a way. Like you could be me, I could be you. Like there's like definitely some magical, like supernatural vibe that is happening. Again, it kind of like feels like this entire album has been feeling like a Alice in Wonderland kind of like themed, whether it's visually or just the way it sounds, like a quirky, slightly creepy but magical fairy tale of sorts. Some lyrics, "Forever we could be a secret, give it a try," and all that kind of stuff. I can definitely understand where some people are coming from with the thought process of what the song is about. Honestly, when I look at the verse, "You can come closer, little girl," it makes me think of a music video where Chaeyoung is like talking to her younger self in a way. Don't be afraid of being who you are. And the actual chorus, "I could be the one, you could be the one, who's the one?" It's like it's interchangeable. I am you and you are me. Like it legitimately really fuels what Chaeyoung herself said about the song. So let me know your own thoughts, and let's continue. We have a collaboration on a song called "Ribbon" with Sumin and Jibin of Y2K92. I have no idea who these guys are, but I'm excited about the song itself. Let's go.
Going easy. 내 머리는 freezy. 비틀린 얼굴 숨겨봐도 but I really don't need plea. 너는 안 보이지. 우리 손에 든 의지. 말해줘도 웃지. 땅에 묻고 숨기고 들리는 것만 같지. 걸어야지.
Ooh. Oh. Chicken fries. Swallow my pride with chicken fries. Ugh. Yo, I'm sorry, but there's like no one knows my story. Where did you live? The Mayfly I saw that night. I missed the signal twice. Like literally, signal is a twice song, but then twice. Like it just made me. It made my brain malfunction with all the sudden twice thoughts I had. This song is probably my favorite from the album so far, actually. And it like the quirkiness with chicken fries. And Mayfly too makes me think of Kingdom. Ooh. Oh. Yo, this song is a perfect continuation of Girl, actually. Literally ending the bridge with Girl. This is beautiful. Yo, this was awesome. 100% my favorite song from this album. I actually found like Chaeyoung talked about how she wanted this particular song to be all female artists, and all three of these artists are from completely different fields. And she thought it was going to be a really cool combination and very intriguing to people to see all of them come together in something that you've never heard before. To me, what is most intriguing is the fact that the bridge kind of like ties the song Girl into this. Like all those girls, as we talked about in that particular song, Chang said that it's like a song to make those shy and quiet girls feel invited, and a song to empathize with them in a way, or a song that they can empathize with, that they are just as powerful in their thoughts and in their minds as anyone else, right? And it feels like all those girls, the shy and quiet girls, kind of like came together in a way and danced as if they were reborn, right? Wave your ribbons, dance like reborn, my logo shining across the night sky. The logo shining almost like makes me think of like we're sealing the fucking honeymoon or something like that. Makes me think of the Lollapalooza concert that Twice had, where they literally had like logos and shit in the sky to symbolize like the K-pop Demon Hunter movie, which they participated in. Chaeyoung, Jio, and Chongyeon, of course. But I love the fact that the bridge kind of like ties all of the girls that were referenced in the song Girl. Make your wave your ribbons like a flag of your identity, and all the glitter that resembles us, be proud and dance as if there's no tomorrow, as if you were reborn. I love the chorus so much. Like it's so like Chaeyoung. It's like aggressively Chaeyoung. It's like if Chaeyoung had to make like a battle song in her own style, with her own like quirkiness in a way, she did such a phenomenal job with this one. I pull up in lace, customize, my heart, no chain, no compromise. Like no chains on me, but also no chain on my heart. I'm unleashed. I'm unbreakable. You cannot compromise me. I love the friends turn to fog, I analyze line, because as I realize who my real friends are, suddenly they begin to disappear into fucking thin air, because I analyze what is going on in my life and who's with me and who's not. Sweet with the hook, I dramatize and energize. I also love the lyrics, thorns in my heel, glamorize. I was like, I turned the thorns that were meant to hurt me in a way into a fucking fashion statement, and some shoes are like, this is like if like I don't know, this line makes me think of like Cruella for some reason. I'm not really sure. Like the more like empathetic version of her with Emma Stone, not the original Cruella, of course. I also love the sense of empowerment that Chan kind of like expresses in the lyrics. You know, when she says something like, the funniest thing actually is like she says, even if I try to hide my twisted face, but I don't really need a plea. Can't you see the will we hold in our hands? But literally, she says later on, sweat soaked hands, I hid them in my pocket. So the will we hold in our hands, I hide them in my pockets. The sweat soaked hands makes me also think of 8 Mile. You know, Lose Yourself by Eminem. You know, knees weak, arms are heavy, palms sweaty, and all that shit. Mom spaghetti. I'm sure that there's no relation, but it's just kind of funny. Like this song kind of like sounds like a very aggressively empowering song in the style of Chaeyoung. And the fact that I don't want to wash my hair, so I just uh, put a hat on it and walk down the street, and I don't care about my twisted face. My hair is frizzy. I don't need a plea. I have a lot of power that I hold in my hands. Like it makes me think of like I don't want to always be perfect. I don't want to be the doll and idol. Her saying no one knows my story as well is really really cool too. Like you don't know me because I'm that girl who's always shy and quiet and whatever else. And this is my debut album also. You know, I really love how unique the song is. It's so aggressive, but at the same time it's overwhelmingly cute also. And like the collaboration between the three artists with Sumin and Jibin is also pretty fucking cool. So you know, Chang has talked about the song in particularly wanting this song to be like a female collaboration, and I really felt like this song, the bridge itself, really unites all the girls that she's trying to kind of like gather together with the previous song that is titled Girl. um to wave our flags, which is our identity and whatnot, and shine bright like a glittery diamond or something. Yo, this song is super short. Oh, yo, this is so unique. Like, I love that Chang went quite literally against the current. Everything that would be deemed popular, and she just said, fuck it, that's not me. Let's flip it. The instrumental is so unique. Damn. Yo, the song is barely 2 minutes, not even 150, but yet it's so unique. Like it's so fucking, and the fact that it's called Downpour, as you hear like, was there like rain in the background or something? Like this is really unique. Like truly fucking kudos to Chang for going up against the mainstream basically. And just because she's a mainstream artist, part of like one of the biggest K-pop groups of all time, it doesn't mean that she doesn't have her own. And that's something that I really appreciate. All the girls of Twice who have their own solo albums, like all of them feel as if they are fulfilling their own true like identity in their songs. And it's, and the irony is like Chaeyoung has like so much of like this. It's like this album is like the opening of this Pandora box that is Chaeyoung, because there's so much unique shit that is coming out with all these songs. It's almost like you kind of thought that you knew her, but you didn't really, in a way. Like it, but at the same time, I almost wouldn't expect anything else from Chaeyoung. Like all of these songs, all of these instrumentals, all of these lyrics, the quirkiness, the creepiness in some of the visuals and some of the lyrics and some of the instruments, it just fits her so insanely well. And I'm about to kill my fucking neighbors too. So let's see what Chang herself actually said about the song. When I was working on the song with Gleeko, it was during a downpour season in Japan. The downpour was really heavy during that season, and so we wanted to write something about it. Because of that, the song came out really quickly, and we made it really fast because we were writing it during that season. I thought that the instrumental was very addicting to listen to because it's a loop. It's very repetitive. This is one of the songs I repeatedly listened to while making this album. And I guess the repetitive nature of the song makes sense with why the song is so short. Ironically, BF, the next song, is even shorter than that. But I love that there's like a method to the madness. Like, because it's repetitive, it's a looping, instrumental, it kind of makes sense to trim it down to such a short length, I guess. Like, and I always talked about, like, I don't mind when a song is short as long as there's an intention of that and as long as it makes sense. It definitely makes sense in this case. Now, it is interesting. They kind of reference like the downpour season again with the number of umbrellas increases again. But it's almost like to represent like the rain, which is the sadness and depression. So the number of umbrellas increases again as I need to protect myself from this depression and the sadness because we're no longer together and it's a downpour of emotion. Literally the chorus, I love you never needed, I love you now I'm leaving. Like, I'm leaving you because you never needed me, and I love you I'm leaving in spite of me loving you. So it's like, it's a shame that you changed. Now I play this game without you. It's almost like two people were madly in love, but now only one of them is left feeling this rain in a way. Only one of them is left in this downpour, who is Chaeyoung, basically, right? So kick me when I'm down, I won't make a sound. I know you next to, oh damn. It's almost like they're referencing like some sort of like a third wheel in a way that ended this little bicycle that they had in a way, texting me you miss me. So it's like, you try to play me for a fool and I left despite the fact that I love you. Like, this is kind of a really heavy song, and when it rains it pours, and it definitely downpoured on Chaeyoung. So it kind of feels like, I don't know how realistic the lyrics are to her own experiences. Obviously all these songs could be like something like, based on movies, personal situationships, or whatever, or just something metaphorical, whatever the case may be. It still definitely creates a really strong impression on you. So Chaeyoung did an absolutely phenomenal job with Kai of Gleeko. If I'm not mistaken, Gleeko was the band that was featured in Avocado, so it's kind of interesting to have these two completely different songs. This song, for some reason, makes me think of Weak Hero 1 or something. Yeah. This song, honestly, the second it started, it made me think of like season one of Weak Hero for some reason. More so than even season two, because season one is a little bit more depressing, and I find the lyrics kind of like super relatable. Just not wanting to get out of bed or out of the apartment. I'm not someone that goes out a lot, so this song definitely kind of like feels like it speaks to me. And Chaeyoung actually says that BF is a very personal song to me because it reflects who I am in my life. I'm basically a very big homebody. I don't really go out that much, and I'm home a lot, and I don't really go out to meet friends either. I love dolls and stuffed animals, and over time I noticed they were piling up at home while I was seeing my friends less and less. That made me start asking myself, what's really important? What matters more? Am I making the right choices? Those thoughts just come naturally, and the lyrics flowed from that. I don't necessarily have a favorite lyric, but the part about my stuffed dolls, toys rather, just piling up and how I had more and more of them really reflects who I was at that time. That makes it very personal to me. Honestly, I feel like the song, as short as it is, it's probably one of the most relatable songs for me on the album. I love like the state of mind because she herself kind of like talks about how was I making the right decisions, the right choices, seeing the dolls piling up as my friends are being seen less and less, and just wanting to be by myself. Even if I'm bored out of my mind, I just rather be at home doing nothing than to be out. And it's not necessarily, you know, to make anyone feel offended as like my friends and whatever. It's just who I am. So the song just speaks to me, and for some reason there was something about the song. I don't know if it's the instrumental that again kind of makes me want to rewatch Weak Hero. I don't know. It makes me think of Shion for some reason. I don't know. I don't know why it kind of like fits within like his persona, so to speak. But yeah, this album definitely is feeling more and more like we're opening up a diary of Chang, and we just have kind of like a bit of a read through to see who she is. Although it's not really surprising to learn that she is a big homebody, as you know, we pretty much got that from the her demeanor, and so it definitely feels like we're kind of like getting a bit of a look inside of like this diary of sorts that is Chang's diary within the form of this album. So again, probably the most relatable song for me on this album, just being like an extreme introvert in a way, and I'm sure that a lot of you probably find this song quite relatable as well. So let's continue. We're checking out a song that is called Shadow Puppets, which Chang had a lot to say about also. So we'll talk about it also later. I'm really starting to fantasize about a collaboration between Chang and BB now. Like, this definitely makes me think of her a little bit, like the vibe itself. Yeah, this song is beautiful. Oh, this is probably my second favorite song on this album. Holy shit. Yo. The lyrics are really, really interesting because it definitely feels like Chaeyoung is kind of like trying to escape like her public persona. Hoodie on, they don't see us. Both of us hide over there, and it almost makes it feel like she like this song and the her saying both of us makes me think of the song Girl because she talks to hey little girl, don't be afraid or something like that. Which again makes me think as if she's talking to herself in a way, like her younger self, right? Because she literally says, "Will the days of running around like a child ever return? Night coming soon." Um, my mood changes every day. I wondered why my thin, pretty face keeps hiding, like my smile keeps on disappearing. It's almost like Chaeyoung is kind of like realizing that this idol life, all the glitz and glamour, is not necessarily as pretty as some might think. In reality, I want to hide away because I can't be myself, which is why hoodie on, they can't see us and we hide over there. You know, it is really, really interesting. Like it truly feels like Chang is kind of like reflecting upon like being an idol and a public persona, basically secret shadow play. It's almost like playing a children's game in a way, kind of like a red light, green light of sorts, or like some sort of a game where hide and seek, basically, we're playing where you cannot find me. Um, Not the Chaeyoung of Twice, but just the Chaeyoung that just wants to be herself. Apparently, Chaeyoung talks about the song. Also, there's like a whole article where she goes through the entire album, and she says that this song is also very personal to me. The lyrics are about how I, as a public figure, often have to conceal myself a lot when I go out. Okay. Whenever I do that, I kind of feel like I am a shadow. So that's what the lyrics are about. I work with the legendary producer PJ for the song, and on the first day working together, the intro just came out. When we heard that intro part, we felt like the song was already complete. That's how powerful the intro was. This is one of the songs that I'm most attached to. I just love this song so much. So it definitely like the intro, like the whole la 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 part, it legitimately feels like a child's game of like hide and seek. And as long as I got my hoodie on, no one can find me. As you know, the song is called Shadow Puppet. So feeling like a shadow of my own self, where I can, ironically, the shadow is the real me who just wants to run around like a child. And reminisce about the days of running around like a child and wishing for them to return. So, I keep on um, hiding myself. So only then I can actually be myself when I put my hoodie on, almost like a, alter ego kind of situation. Only the alter ego, is like this mega public persona that is going to be recognized and mobbed by so many people. So I just want to be myself without caring about, anyone seeing me. So yeah, this was an absolutely beautiful song, probably my second favorite after Ribbon. I don't know, this album sounds so good. It's so different from anything else. Like as far as these songs almost like feel like little chapters within like a movie or something like that. So even though some of the songs are very short, they still tell a whole ass story, and I feel like she did a phenomenal job. Like I keep on thinking of the word experimental, but it just feels like that's just Chang. It's not even like experimental. That's just the way her mind works and how these melodies come together. She did an absolutely phenomenal job. Shadow Puppet is absolutely incredible. It's very relatable to many idols, I'm sure, in terms of like having to hide yourself and kind of like realizing that being an idol has a lot of perks to it, but also has a lot of downsides. And treating this like a game of hide and seek is kind of like a nice little, I guess, way to cope with the fact that I can't really be myself and just walk out into the public, but make a game out of it, and there I can be, myself in a way. We are finishing this album off with My Guitar. I'm not sure if it's a song that was this the song that she performed live when Twice was touring and she came out with that with her guitar. I think it's the same song, so I think we know it. Yeah.
까칠해도 쓰려도 좋아서 할 말 못할 말 다 들어도 웃었어 내 아픈 손가락 먼지 많이도 쌓연 내 미안 창문을 열어볼까 시작도 안 했는데 내 기타 누가 들을까 조용히 랄라 서툴기만 해 이런 내가 어디가 좋다고 내 사랑 오 기타 딸기향 아련한 내 기타 넌 듣고 있을까 내 손끝이 간지럽다가 아프다 내 기타 아픈 손가락
Yeah. This song is absolutely beautiful. If this is the song that Chaeyoung was touring, when Twice were touring and all of them had their own individual performances, right? And she would come out with her guitar, no pun. I never looked at the lyrics, honestly, of the song, and it's so beautiful and almost like tragic in a way, too. You know, as she says in the end, my fingertips are tickling, my guitar hurts, my painful fingers, in a way, like the pain that is transferred from my fingers as I'm expressing my melody, which is my feelings and my thoughts to my guitar, and my guitar feels the hurt in a way. Like this was like if this was a movie about a guitar that developed like emotions and could talk, or could absorb your feelings or something like that. This definitely makes me think of like some Pixar movie or something like about like an inanimate object that becomes alive or something like that. So there's definitely a lot of, again, quirk. There's a lot of like uh you know positivity, but hurt as well, as the guitar has been with her throughout this entire time and has understood her and collected all of her feelings and all the melodies that she poured into it. Like this was an absolutely um gorgeous song. And like the verse, at first it looked pretty, it looked nice, it looked cool, even though it was hard to play it and the words I couldn't say, I still smile when I heard them. And then my painful fingers, like painful fingers at first, it makes you think of like it was painful to learn the guitar, but then the pain was transferred to the guitar because my fingers will feel filled with pain as I, kind of like learned to play it, and I played my heart out and my guitar listened to me. So it's almost like I was hurt at first, but then I expressed that hurt to the guitar and it listened to me. Even when I was just clumsy, my guitar will listen and be quiet. I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking this a little bit. I do have that tendency apparently, but uh, there is okay, so apparently there is a 10th track on this album, which unfortunately I do not have. It's a CD version only, so I'm not really sure. But my guitar, Chaeyoung says that we originally wanted to include this in the CD only version, but then rearranged the song and it came out so great. It came out very acoustic, and I just loved the end result. This is my first solo, which I showcased during so it was the song that I was thinking about. Ever since I sang the song during the tour, fans have been asking me when I was going to release the song. So in a sense, the song is the beginning of my solo album. Working on my solo album, this song signaled the beginning. So that's why the song was very suitable to have as the last track. So it is kind of interesting to have a song like My Guitar, which basically started it all, be the final song on the album. I thought she did an incredible job. I am once again thinking of killing my neighbors. With the drilling is absolutely unbearable, but she did an absolutely incredible job with this album. The structure of it was incredible. It's probably the most unique K-pop album I've ever checked out. And it really, like I said, in the shoot music video, this whole album is like Chaeyoung on a plate. And, it's incredibly like healing, vulnerable, it's soothing, it's just it's beautiful. The fact that Twice is as big as it's ever been in 2025, and for Chaeyoung to go with this album being 100% unapologetically herself and really make you feel like there's not an ounce of interference, so to speak, with her concept. Like, none of the songs felt like they were tampered with by anyone who didn't see her vision, if that makes sense. Like, this legitimately felt like Chaeyoung on a plate, really expressing her true self. So she did an amazing job. Kudos to her and everyone else who worked on this album. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction, despite some of the weird background noises because of my neighbors' renovations. Appreciate your time and your patience if you did have to stick through it. But thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this reaction. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're on YouTube for more reactions to Twice, and I'll catch you all next time. See ya.